All right, recording has begun. We're back. We never left. We're back to the RimWorld Zombie Run. So if you're just joining us here at the stream, we are playing with an overhaul mod. That's basically the only mod we're playing with. Expedition mods will tell you more, but the Zombieland mod, and we pretty much always have about 500 zombies on the map. We're gonna have a period with no zombies here in just a moment. We can maybe get a little bit done, but yeah, it's not gonna last very long at all. Our goal right now is to get our steel back up because we are basically out of steel. Once we get steel back up, we'll go mine that plasteel and get our advanced components going again. But yeah, we can't really do very much right now other than, while we have so little steel, so we just gotta wait. And the game is running pretty slow right now with 500 zombies. It'll be a nice little speed up for a day when the 0% hits, but... Oh yeah, we have tons of steel, it's just we gotta get it out of the ground, so... Yeah, there's steel all over the place. Tens of thousands of steel nearby, but just gotta get it out of the ground. That's gonna take some time. What all genes did you end up coming with here? Oh, he doesn't have the light sensitive gene. Nice. Yeah, the spitters. We've seen spitters now with well over 100 waves yet. Chair found some steel. Good job, Chair. Good job. Let's go on, Ken. Welcome in. Ken, you haven't been eating any zombies today. He caught on fire and ran into the water. Well, I didn't help him. All right, zero threat. Oh, look how much faster everything's running for one day. What do waves mean? It means how many waves that it can shoot into your base, or shoot in general. It seems like a wave might be anywhere from 10 to 20. Your drilling is so slow. Is there any way to speed it up? Not really. Past like the normal stuff that you can do, like drill arms and things, you know. But it's just that the game is running slow because of all the zombies. Like, look how much faster everything's going now. The tick rate. Yeah, with you can look at mining speed, and anything in mining speed you can increase, but it's, you know, like drill arms, for instance. Drill arms do work even on deep drills. Oddly enough. Doesn't make sense, but a few things make sense. Change the way zombies work for this run. The only thing we've done since, or on the last stream, is we made it so zombies now heal, and they also wear gear now. So there's cataphract zombies and stuff like that. Aside from that, they're the same as they have been through this run, but we will bump it up again at some point. Closer it gets to planet killer or ship launch, stronger we'll make them. But here they come. Time to get the game slowed down again. Fade. Oh, we actually pulled out quite a bit of steel during that little bit. Incrementally gets slower. The game itself, yeah, absolutely. The more pawns you have, the more stuff going on the map, more enemies, yeah. Base research, you instruct all research benches and build the advanced ones. Why? As long as you have one advanced one, you can proceed with research. You cannot, no. Unless you have a mod or something, you cannot do advanced research at a normal research bench. I mean, I can show that now, actually. Here, we have the things to do it. I'll just show you. Production, research, steel, simple. Doesn't matter where I throw it. Just throw one down out there. And we'll turn one of these back on. And where's an advanced research? Do we have... We don't have specialized limbs, unfortunately. We don't want any of those. Here we go. See how he immediately stops there? See? And there are people scanning over here, so it doesn't work like that. You must have a mod if yours is doing that, but yeah. Always worth checking, I suppose, just in case something changed I wasn't aware of, but no. No one can research there. Specialized limbs? Yeah, I would actually probably use drill arms right now. Drill arms are usually the one I use when I use them. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. All right, we can rip that down, turn these back off. Transport pod, a relationship. Oh no. Yeah, it must be a mod, yep. Oh god. I have to try to save them. It's someone's mother. Oh. Please don't bond with anyone. Please don't bond with anyone. It's part of the run. We have to try to save them. Please don't bond with anyone. All right, rescue them. We'll bring a group up to help. Over here, got a discussion the other day about corn versus rice. On the standpoint that typically corn was better because of the lower labor per food, and he was the viewpoint of the blight responsiveness. Extinction times also figured that's because more blights. There's a lot to it. So corn is more work efficient. Rice is safer. So rice is safer for many reasons. One is that if there's an event for corn, it takes a lot longer for corn to grow back. Not just blight, a fire, you know, toxic fallout in general, any kind of event that can impact any of that, including just a fire, is more detrimental with corn because it takes so long to grow back. You have a 70% corn harvest go bad because of a cold snap or something like that, and that's all your food, you're going to be in big trouble. Rice is just going to grow back in a few days, but it's more work intense. So there's a trade-off depending on what you care about more. I don't care about the work trade-off as much because I know I'm just going to be playing forever anyway, right? I'm going to be on here forever. And usually I have big colonies. The other thing that isn't talked about very often is corn comes in such bulk that a lot of times it inflates your wealth very quickly and very suddenly, and you can literally get raids that are like bigger than you can handle just because you had a big corn harvest. Whereas rice is coming in more incrementally and it's worth less. So there are benefits to both, but I generally grow corn, or excuse me, I generally grow rice because it's just safer. It's safer in a lot of ways, despite it not being as efficient work. Also, when you get to hydroponics, you can't grow corn in hydroponics. Hydroponics are twice as fertile as rich soil. And so then you get into the state of it's like super efficient in lots of ways. It only takes 2 hydroponic basins to feed a normal pond off simple meals forever. If they always harvest and plant immediately and turn it into simple meals, just 2 of these can feed a single pond forever. So rice is just really, really safe and really efficient in every way other than work efficient. So now there's a reason to grow corn for sure, and especially you're on year-long growing, you have a smaller colony, or you're actually stockpiling a lot of food, you don't care about the wealth. So the answer, that's a very long way of saying it depends. That's the oh no, they joined. That's the reason I usually do it. Do rice predominantly. Approaching the base from the north. That's a special zombie. Oh, they joined. They joined. It sucks. All right. The nature of this run is we have to keep them. Hey, they're finally converted. All right, let's get a name for this person I didn't want. You like mushrooms, do you tell her? You might be. Let's see. Kane, welcome in. Welcome in, Kane. I really didn't want you, though. I really didn't want you. Asthma. Fast walker, body modder, aesthetic. That's all good. It's all good. All right, Kane. Got to get you changed over our ideology. Another constructor is not bad for the colony. They can also deal with the children. In fact, let's have them do that now. Yeah, there we go. We can put that as a 2. I think we're going to have very many prisoners probably anymore. All right. Your hearts. We'll get them artificial lungs, yeah, after we get stuff built back up. Yes, I can choose who they become locked with, but it's be dangerous. Let's see. Granddaughter, great-granddaughter, great-granddaughter. Who has mood issues? Hang on, well, is a female, so you can't put them with alpaca. A male with the most mood issues. What about our great leader? Wait, it's not our great leader is a female, I forgot. Alpaca's already married, you know, they've already had kids and stuff. What are the greedy pawns?
Welcome back.
Marla.
Steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Pessimist female. Very neurotic might not be bad. We're also getting a conscious boost, so it would be maybe good to put with one of our crafters. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see, Zusha. Maybe Zusha. All right, all right. You want to make fire next to like, no, I do not. Oops. Who was it? It was Kane. Romance, there we go. There we go. New lovers, alright, alright. Zushin, Kane. An excellent bed is all you could do. That's it. That's it. The show is like, I'm down yet. That's the one of the benefits. So now they're gonna have a conscious boost, which is really awesome. They're also gonna have a mood boost from the psychic bond. So stream gonna be on YouTube again. I haven't decided yet. It wasn't very good in some ways, but I haven't decided. If I do one, I don't think it should be on a Sunday, unfortunately. Vets inspire creativity. Let's see. Nope. All right. All right. So how are we doing on the steel? Steel is getting built up. Good, good. So, we go rip all that plasteel out now. Not yet. Dazzle, thank you for the 111 bits. Thank you, Dazzle. When is this run considered beaten? When we see the credits that isn't a lost screen. Here are the bits, Dazzle, and the 10 months. Much appreciated. We already lost one stable run when people were like, wait, isn't it easy now? No. It's not. Emotes for you. Where's the setting to turn those on? You're talking about the emotes that are not Twitch emotes. Like, that's a browser plugin called Better Twitch TV. I think exclamation BTTV might get you the link, but it's just a browser add-on called BTTV. So concrete. I'm just putting concrete's pathing over to where we're gonna be mining and planting our devil strand. Thank you. Sure, yep. Thank you. No, that just shows you the emotes. Okay. Well, Better Twitch TV is the add-on. It's a free browser plugin. Get if you so desire. The game's getting lag again. It's getting lag again. Hopefully we get a res serum. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think I've ever resed a child, so kind of weird to say, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and replace these with auto doors. We're using those a whole lot now. This wall, the entire map. There are zombies that explode, and there are zombies that breach walls. So we just have to like constantly go out and fix all that, you know? Probably not. No. As soon as one of those exploding zombies spawned and broke open a wall, we'd have a bad time. Threats going back up. Got another low threat day in about 5 days. Zidian, you are really slow at cutting that tree. Yeah, but look how fast I can lay concrete. Good point, Zidian, as you were. Had a raid with more than 10 zombie breachers yet. It just depends on how many zombies are around the breacher themselves. The zombie breachers are not a raid. You don't get like a warning or anything. It's just literally a special zombie that, as it's going, other normal zombies around it will gather with it. Shift launch today, yeah, right. Takes all day to mine this friggin' plasteel with how slow the game's running. You can do it, Jim. You can do it. Scan gold, come on, close. Nope. Steel, yeah, we got plenty of steel scanned. But I do need a close by gold. Lick concrete? No. What's the doomsday clock at? We got 367 days left or the world explodes. 367 days left. We're almost halfway to doomsday. Jim, you're still cutting that tree? For God's sakes, Jim. For God's sake. I'm a bricklayer, not a lumberjack. I think a bricklayer could take down a tree relatively quickly. Maybe Jim's just afraid of trees. That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. He's afraid of trees. He's afraid of a tree falling on him, which is actually a very rational thing to be afraid of if you've never cut down a tree before. In fact, most people should be more afraid of a tree falling on them that haven't cut down a tree before. I'm gonna think of it. Marriage is on. Nice. Nice. Gold. Hey, we got gold over there. Nice. At 18.4 days per hour in RimWorld Q Challenge. 8.3 days an hour on this, and I've been pushing 4x nonstop. It's probably getting annoying people hearing me pushing the 4x button, but yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, about half the speed as I was doing on the Q challenge. Yeah, it's nuts. Let's turn these off, get our power built back up. This is that event. Nature's assassins. Right. That's right. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. You see those people sometimes like set up their tents in an area with those widow makers above them. It's like, that's a bad idea. What could go wrong sleeping under a giant dead branch? Probably nothing. Probably. Ship launch stay confirmed. No, we're nowhere near ship launch. What? Nowhere near ship launch. Optimization. Ship's invisible. Try to spot it. All right, building our power back up. Let's go ahead and turn on one of these. I guess I'll keep the research benches just in case we get like what do I even want? We already got cataphract, right? I guess specialized limbs. Got it. Got it. And I kind of want to do the Mechanitor stuff to see it against the zombies. Also, I kind of don't because I don't want more lag. You have to fight everything you see, otherwise how can you be not fight, come on, it's a gentleman's duel. Have to duel anything, but only if they slap me with a glove. That's the rule. That's the rule. Here's what you need to see. Is a duel not to fight? No, it's completely different. Completely different. Come on. Sounds like something someone that's never dueled before would say. Come on. All right, power's looking good again. White weird hats most of the pawns wear. Those are cataphract helmets, but cataphract helmets change their graphic depending on your ideology style. These are totemic cataphract helmets. So cataphract helmets are from royalty, and that style is from ideology. Going, Robert, welcome in. Scott, welcome in. How old are these children anyway? 7. 5. 10. The plague. I don't have time for the plague. Hey, everyone get to bed. Mentally 13. Doesn't look like elves have gone heavy on the ear production a little bit. Yeah. Micro rice says corn. I wish someone had clipped it because I literally did like a 5-minute tutorial just like, when was that? Like 15 minutes ago on why I choose rice over corn. Rice is safer, and also you can't grow corn in hydroponics. That's what I'm going to go with for now, but if you go back in the VOD, you'll find it. I talked about it for probably like 5 minutes. Rice is safer. Rice takes more work, but it's safer. That's the big TLDW. Too long, didn't watch. Full stat priorities, so more would recon. Assume cataphract. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. It goes from left to right, but yeah, you're right. You can't override it in that way. I do love corn. I love corn. But yeah, and you can't have corn in the hydroponics, so. Alright. Getting our steel built back up. Nice, nice, nice. No corn hydroponics deal breaker for you. Hydroponics are so good. It's crazy how efficient they are. 280% fertility, which is insane. And rice has really high fertility sensitivities, so another plus for rice there. Almost hovered over someone's vasectomy. Oh god, speaking of, Zusha, do not impregnate that high mate. Do not do it. Quick. Snip, snip. Who's available? Nix. I need you to come nick something, in fact. 500 zombies? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there they are. They're everywhere. All right, there we go. I think I remembered, man. Sorry, Jim. We were going to repair your brain, but our allies decided to be stupid. So... just something you're gonna have to live with for a while, you know, Jim. See if that'll get us back to being close. Why you play with mods? It's so funny that you say that, because I almost always have people ask me why I don't use mods. Like 99% of my 99.9% of all my playthroughs use barely any mods. Like, I don't even really barely any, like, no pause and P music. That's about it. If you go to exclamation mods, if you type that, you'll see that, like, the only mod I'm using is the Zombieland mod, really, aside from like that base that I told you. So it is kind of funny. I think that's the first time anyone has ever said that, because I'm literally known as like someone that basically doesn't use mods, and almost all the time people are like, why don't you use mods? And I have to explain why I'm not using mods. It's kind of funny to see someone ask that instead. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Thank you for checking chart. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that when I asked if someone clipped it. Mods a wall. Yeah. It's just the zombie mod. Yeah, that's it. What's so special in the zombie mod? It changes the way the game is played, and it can be changed in dozens of different ways. These are all the settings where you can tailor make your zombie experience to whatever kind you want. You can go to the page if you type !zombie. I think there's a link to the page. But in ours, we basically have constant zombies all over the friggin' place. Special zombies, special zombie events, and people can be turned into zombies. It really changes the way you play quite a bit because you have to think about there being zombies everywhere. RNG with zombies. Next DLC for RimWorld. Do you hate RimWorld? You have to shoot mods. All right, our steel quite built up, so we're finally gonna go and get the plasteel. Go hoover all it up. I think that is literally the first time I've ever been asked that, though. It's interesting. Interesting. Streamed RimWorld for almost 5,000 hours. I finally got a RimWorld question that I've never been asked before. Zombie rush. Yeah, carrying is very difficult with this. Music adds mood to the player. Yeah. Just cheating. How do you leave the base? Well, every now and then there's a day with lower zombie counts. So what you can try to do is you try to clear out zombies on the path that your caravan's gonna leave, and then you keep the caravan out of your base. In fact, I might actually do that here. Oh my god, all good ship. Finally. It's been forever. Hold that thought. Kane. Softened, rant, and death zone. We finished researching the ship yet. Ship has been researched. Now I'm kind of thinking about taking the yeah, look how many barrels we have. That's kind of nuts. Thinking about taking the drugs out that we just put in there. You know what? We can trade those. That's fine. All right, get rid of all this junk. Now the game doesn't pause even during this with no pause. So as you can see, things are happening back there. So I try to be relatively quick-ish, quick adjacent. All right, advanced components, they only have one. Components, we might as well grab those. Yeah, I didn't think they sold Glitter World, unfortunately. What else do we want to get from them while we're here? I might just go ahead and get golds. Like we might as well. We're mining the plasteel now, so we don't really need to do that one, but we'll get golds. It's great, get all the golds. There we go. Yeah, we finished it. That's my secret. I don't leave the base yet. Gray screen or wall? It can be. River. Trying to set fires in the rain. So for anyone who doesn't know, pyros, even if they're happy, will have on average one fire breakdown every 50 days. This is Randy. Yep. Randy versus zombies. Randy versus. All right, the rest of that should go out, no problem. I don't even know if this is all gonna end up ever getting in, but we might as well just do it. This ends up being a super long run. Oh, we'll just do this area. It's fine. No, it's not all rich. What's happening? beggars? I don't think so. You guys are gonna come yeah, I betrayed you. Sorry about this. Oh, they're all children. Hey, children, why'd you come with weapons? All right, well, I have done this. How could I be so cruel to have betrayed this group of children? Why have I done this? All right. I'm a monster. Paving over nature, paving over nature. It's that stage of the game. Pave over nature. Beggars out your obligations. I literally can't do anything about it. So, but no, we don't have charity as one of our ideologies. I mean, I can't do anything. They enter the map and they're immediately betrayed and dying. You know, I can't do anything. Even if I grab everyone and went out there, it was already too late. Like, literally dead as they spawned. Profaned rituals. They profaned rituals. What do I think about what? I have no idea what that is. Sorry, sacrificing children to appease the zombies. Boots. What is that clip? You know what? These turrets are getting destroyed anyway when raids happen. Screw it. I'll put some light out here. We gotta get the trade stuff too. I need to check on the plague. It's like we're good on it. Maybe I should have bought more. Rice versus corn part 1. Oh, okay. Thank you, Boots. Finally in the queue. Turret light mod. Thank you, Boots. I appreciate it. Yeah, what is that? Not sure what it is. What do I think about what? Well, the raid parts just didn't fit. I gotcha. Definitely is something to keep into consideration, but mainly if you're playing on hard difficulties for that, like big bulk of corn coming in, can't speak. Big bulk of corn coming in is actually a pretty big burst of wealth compared to the incremental increase of rice. Oh, Randy. I don't know. They're just gonna die, Randy. They're just gonna die. When's the... If that quest is still there, it goes down to 0, I guess we can accept it. Not well kept. We are, but I'm talking about, in general, one of the things that is different between rice and corn throughout the game. How much food you're currently storing? If low on food, make more rice. High on food, make more corn. Yeah. And that's right, I don't store food really. I usually don't use a freezer. I think rice is the tastiest. Just make whatever food you like most in real life. If you want. You don't have to min-max everything. You don't have fun doing it. No worries there. This is the laggiest playthrough I've had since Winston Waves. For food in your cheeks. Goats. Business goats. Remember the 20 months, goat. Very much appreciated. Much love to the goat. I still don't have my goat in here. I don't know where it ended up. Corn, like all things, will pass. Tiny is overly influenced by big cereal, old cereal, rice or corn, plus milk, into fine meals. Must be. Oh my god, Titan's owned by BlackRock. Yeah, Zombieland scales down. There's CPU time. There is no more time and a frame left. It's at least slowing it down some though, because when I have a 0% day. When I have a 0% day, everything speeds up. So there's definitely something with having the zombies on there. Like I can show you if you're around when it gets to a 0% day. And I just had that playthrough on the community challenge with this many ponds on this size map. And I was getting almost double. Colonists reacting to the zombies taken. Well, I mean, that's still part of it, I would say, right? It's still, and again, I'm not, baseline is the game's fault. Baseline is the game's fault, but the mod is what's making it slower than usual. And that's because of the lack of optimization with the speed of the base game, for sure. In fact, it's surprising it's as fast as it is, honestly. I was saying that before. But it's surprising how it's still decent tick rate, even with 500 zombies, for sure. All right, let's move that away from the planting now. Oh, we have plants there. There we go. Need a RimWorld 2.0 that's multi-threaded. Oh, the dream. I would love to have RimWorld where I could have 5 colonies of 100 pawns going at once, getting attacked by 1,000 enemies, and it not lag. That's like the extreme end, though. It would just be nice to have a normal colony not lag in the late game, you know. Files for every zombie. That's no, it does not. Yeah. Single core, yep. Single core. There, if it had proper optimization, oh, it would be so nice. Yeah, it'd be really, really nice. And more steel. Hey, can we go out there and pop this real quick? Oh, it's still not dead. I like how they know the zombie's there. Like, we just can't freaking shoot it. Where is it? It'll come out any moment. Oh, there it is. Get it. It's dead. Work. Oh, that's... Yeah, like, I have basically as good as a computer you can get for gaming at the moment. But it only matters so much, you know. From start is almost possible, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they can do much without remaking the whole friggin' game, so. Now, I do feel, like, again, I'm not someone that codes, but I do feel like some games that are still single core have figured out some of this already. So I don't think it's, like, impossible for a single core game to play like this, but more smoothly. And a lot of it is how, like for raids, for instance, if, oh, another bulk goods. I really wonder why raiders, every single raider, when you have like 200 on the map at once, right? Sometimes more with quests. Every single raider is determining pathing and everything individually. None of it's grouped together, really. And so there's just so many things going on at once. They need like squad leaders or something, or the whole raid can be an entity, for instance, you know, like. Okay, I'm paved tile around. Oh my god, I did do paved. I wasn't even thinking about it. Paved is fine. I meant to do concrete, but anyway, I just did it for the speed. This is fine though. It's gonna be less beauty hit. I was not even thinking about it. I didn't even notice the lines because I was reading chat so much. No, I meant to do concrete and I just accidentally hit the wrong thing. Yeah, they have so many things. Raiders are checking their mood, their social. They have a whole social thing. Like, if they were more like the zombies where they're just stripped from almost everything unimportant for the raid or for, you know, until captured or something. That would be super strong. Or it runs much better, I guess. Only eat meat alone. Stumped. Keeping up protein production. Are you doing ranching? Ranching is really good. Ranching is really good. If you do ranching, one of the easiest ways to remember a good setup is do ranching and try to get 2 to 3 cows per person. You'll be in really good shape. Actually, I might just... Yeah, alright, we're good, we're good. Rocket Man, yeah. Yeah. Do vegetarian ranching? I don't think so. So as many stories, or you see a couple raiders punch out in the middle to raid or something. Yes, but... It's also, I've talked about it before, and when you get really big colonies, you can actually turn off firefighting on a lot of them if you want. Maybe I should do that. Because pawns are constantly also checking these kind of things. So like all these pawns right now, every few seconds, depending on what they're already doing, are like, is there any fire anywhere to put out? Okay, no. Do I need to lay down in a bed? Do I need to be tended to? No, I guess not. Do I need to be a doctor for someone? Probably not. There's no one hurt. Oh God, do I need a bed rest? Oh, I guess not. And then just going through all these just constantly. So just imagine if your life was like that, where every couple seconds you're wondering if there's a fire, you know? 5 seconds have passed. I wonder if there's a fire downstairs. Probably not. You think there's a fire downstairs now? Probably not. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a coder, so I don't know how to get around those things from that standpoint. But it does seem kind of crazy, some of the things the game is processing nonstop like that. Lose all the mod ability. It's no go for his. Yeah. I think it's too late to do huge sweeping optimization overhauls like those. Yeah. It's like having super OCD. Did I leave the oven on? Go check it. Come back. Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe all the colonists just have extreme anxiety. Yeah. Maybe they do. I can't believe I accidentally put this down instead of concrete. So we're using double the steel, right? Not a big deal though. Big deal. It's always convinced they've left oven, heater, etc. on. I feel like that would be them. The aesthetics. I'll just let them do the tile and the inner wall, and then we'll do concrete and the rest. So no one riots. All right, we're starting to build back up on our plasteel supply. We'll keep them going after plasteel for right now. And I guess I can go ahead and set those lungs up. Actually, we're not even caught up on cataphract. That's right. Running a burger place, you just add 60 more people to make 60 times profit without changing the place of the equipment. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't it work? I should make more. Yeah. It would be nice though. The game ran more smoothly. It's like I don't know how, like, I had some late game colonies in Auction Not Included. Auction Not Included, you don't have as many, well, generally, unless you're doing some kind of challenge type thing, you don't have like as many dupes as you do colonists. You don't have raiders and things like that. But it is processing a lot of stuff with temperature and air and liquid and everything like that. I never really had it slow down at all. Possible, but it's making a new game, yeah. Wouldn't that be a crazy announcement? I don't think they will, but the news this late fall, early winter. We're working on RimWorld 2. That would be pretty awesome. That'd be awesome. I can't see it. Can't see it. Of course, the last time when we were talking about expansions, I was like, I'm not sure they're ever going to add children, and then bam, the next expansion there were children. So maybe I should just keep saying this, and then the universe will make that happen to prove me wrong. That would be excellent. I would be super happy with that. Rough by Alex. Maybe that table. Oh, there's no table up there. Yeah, table up there. Going, how's it going, Dante? Welcome in. RimWorld VR. I don't know that I want to play VR RimWorld. Dwarf Fortress Forgotten Beasts. Get rid of 2 of those. If we do end up getting specialized limbs or something like that, we can knock it out with just the other few. It's fine. There we go. Now we don't have to cut anymore either. Out of royalty, ideology, biotech, which would you recommend for player experience? Generally, if someone's only going to get one DLC to start with, I usually just recommend the newest one. Generally, it has the most content. Like biotech has the most. It feels like multiple expansions in one. There's a whole lot of biotech adds. Like it adds just a crap load to the game. That's my advice. However, I will say that when I go back and do a completely vanilla run, the thing I generally miss the most is ideology, but that's more from a Deering playthrough min-max point of view, with like join events and things like that, and the actual ideologies themselves. But yeah, I mean, depending on what you like better between new types of pawns, new types of characters, versus themed playthroughs with ideologies, right? But yeah, I don't think you can go wrong for your first one getting either by biotech or ideology. Royalty is fine still, but royalty is a completely different era of the game. They had way less employees, money, everything, experience back then, and so royalty feels a lot smaller. It is a lot smaller. Having said that, there's a lot of really cool stuff in royalty, especially side casting. But it's definitely the smallest content increase for DLC. Any tips for darkness meme playthrough? Are you starting with darkness? Because if you want to do a darkness playthrough, my best advice is to start as fluid and wait until you get a sunblocker and then go into darkness and tunneler. If you wait till a sunblocker, darkness is just incredibly strong, because you are in darkness always on your map, and so you always have the boost from it. Now, if you are starting out as darkness instead, it still pairs best with tunneler and mountain type bases. And yeah, there's no real like specific advice for darkness in that regard, other than either grow mushrooms or get your hydroponics done, but they're gonna be really unhappy being in the light. Roofing the map doesn't work for the accuracy thing. It'll help them to not be unhappy, but it won't give you the accuracy, unfortunately. I always wondered why they did that, but I thought they would fix it. We thought it was a bug, but it apparently not, or they just decided not to fix it. But hours in the mods, no DLC. Changed it after. Yeah, no problem. Did they? I don't. I thought we. I don't know. You can if you test it, let me know. But I thought that we thought that's what the patch note was, but then afterwards it turned out that's not what it fixed. They changed the dark light stuff, but I don't remember the darkness in combat being fixed. I hope I'm wrong, because it's a really big deal that's, you know, that screws it over so much. But for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, as soon as a single part of any room has light or is open to the outside that has light, immediately the accuracy buff goes away for darkness and they get the debuff. And so what would happen is, like, you would set up, for instance, let's say you set up a kill box and it was dark in there and it was all roofed and everything, and you had a door held open at the entrance to it. That door gets destroyed, one piece of wall gets destroyed, one piece of roof gets destroyed, any of that, and suddenly all of your darkness pawns in there, even though they're still in the dark where they're standing, no longer have the darkness combat buffs. In fact, they would get the accuracy hit instead. But yeah, if they fixed it, definitely test it out and let me know, because that'd be really awesome. I was like I said, we thought it was a bug when Ideology first came out, but yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Have some time, I can test it at some point. I have not tested it in a long time. How are we doing on that gold that we bought? Still good on golds. Why no sidecasting this run? Animatree is just way down here in the bottom right. Decided not to. I'm gonna be doing sidecasting in the next run. You can use ideologies till you watch this, and now you can't do it without. Ideology is really good at, like, min-max stuff. Or themed runs, either one, you know? Even if you're not min-maxing, it's really good for themed runs. Ugh, things are moving so slow. So slowly. The tick rate. The next run, I plan on doing bows only, but I haven't decided what I'm combining it with. I was considering doing the Amazon Warrior Woman run with it. But on the other side of things, I'm actually thinking about making it like a mass ranged infantry type run, where we're literally, like, churning out, we're the tribals, right? Where we're, like, churning out dozens and dozens of growth vat people with bows and just sending them in to the grinder to try to win off, like, body count and just number of bows, pretty much. So I haven't decided the other details, but I'm probably going to do bow only with something else mixed in. Bows and explosives. Well, yeah, you can make crazy genes, especially if you turn off the restrictions of genes. You can make crazy, ungodly pawns, as we saw in the Melee Gods run. The mid to late game, yeah, like a fancy compound bow, that would be really awesome, yeah. Send them to the meat grinder. So I'm thinking we'll have, like, a core of colonists that are, like, main, and maybe we make all 5 of them, like, psychopaths or something like that. And then we just, like, mass produce children and bows. Like, flame bow is your fancy tech. Crossbow and the, yeah, it's really weird we don't have any kind of shields or crossbows in the base game. Yeah, see, I can tell the zombies are getting lower because it has sped up a little bit already. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to fix that person's brain. Just not getting the option. Hey, do you have a fertility enhancer? I don't think so. There's a gene. There's a fertile gene, but I don't think there's any fertility increase from the actual research. spitter. Oh, it's here at 0%, so even if it's aggressive, it doesn't matter. We got lucky again. We'll send out Ken to eat it. Hang on, hang on. Don't injure it too much. Crap. Just gonna capture another one. We captured one alive once. Not only was it calm, but there was no zombies on the map for it to throw anyway. Or to block it or anything. Did drop a serum though. Alright. Let's run down and get that. Will they respawn? They're starting to spawn now. Unforbid it, let Ken eat it again. It's so crazy. What is that? It's like, yeah, it's like a mobile zombie mortar that launches zombies with pinpoint accuracy through your roof. They're so accurate, it's crazy. Imagine if mortars were that accurate. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome until you got siege, I guess. Do you make the end bigger, the place where your pawns stand, or does that mess with pathing? What it messes with is targeting. So the problem with that, Renfield, is if you make the part where your pawns stand larger, if any pawns are not in those 11 spaces, enemies can shoot them from further away, like even really far down the tunnel. So that's why you'll see in the runs where I end up using the singularity, right behind it, I'll have a wall that is blocking from where pawns are walking or animals are walking behind it. Having said that, if you just want the room itself to be bigger so that you can get better room quality, you can make a bigger room and just make sure you have that back wall behind the 11 spots, or the shooting spots, so that people that are walking around back there working or animals that are hauling don't become targets, and you know, enemies will be able to shoot from not only the singularity but further down. Assault or miniguns for what? Both good in completely different ways, but also we'll play only 2 speed. I mean, on Sunday I played pretty much only 3 speed the entire time, aside from the forced slowdown. So yes, it's definitely very possible. For firepower, not that you really need it. Anyway, there is a way. There's a way, Rimfield. Do you want me to tell you? I need to make this guide for this. I figured this out. Oh my god, it was almost 2 years ago. Year and a half ago. I've never seen anyone else do it. Figured it out on stream. Even back then, Smurf was like, you need to make a guide for that before someone makes a guide for it for you. So you can add more pawns, Renfield. What you do is turn your pawns on attack, right? Turn them on aggressive. And in the singularity, you have a new zone. So let's just say this one. I'll delete it. Let's say this is the spot behind the chair. You just set that as a single zone. And then you zone all of your shooters there. And you can literally have like... in the Winston Ways run, I had like 40 people shooting from one tile in the singularity behind a chair. That's it. That's it. You have to be careful that they don't get like hungry and stuff like that, you know, and spread back out and whatnot, but yep. And we experimented with it more and more, but I was calling it zonal shooting. I don't know. A little bit more to it than that, but you can get the idea. When your walls expose for much firepower, it depends on what you're shooting with. At that stage, we had masterwork and legendary chain shotguns. And we had shooters basically max, so we were hardly ever destroying walls. There are more things you need. Yeah, and there's more to it, but that's the basics. You can work around and get more shooters in there if you want. Ashton. 45 months. A long time, Ashton. Thank you for the resub. Very much appreciated. How we doing on the Plasteel 361? Okay. Maybe bring a couple of those back for steel now. All right, food is finally starting to build back up to a super safe point. I don't know what safe is. And we need more steel so that not only can we floor some more stuff for movement, but we can repair all those turrets that we need. Stefan's brother. Stefan, not Steven. Staff's a long stick. So they're walking this way quite a bit. Staff curry. It's food baked in revenge. Well, we're almost done with the helmets finally, right? Yep. Almost there. Looks like we're gonna need... They're gonna probably make 2 more. I think I have these on control or force. Also, I need to make sure I'm converting them. What is their ideology, actually? Supremacist, collectivist. So let's see. What would happen if you went out and killed all the zombies and more would actively spawn? Yep. Yeah. Like Smurf was saying, killing a zombie effectively teleports them to the edge of the map. There's an ad. Let me know when you're done. Although you can't hear me saying that either. So. I don't know how long the ads are. I'll wait and answer again in a minute. All right.
You will join us or die, Master.
V-Day, thank you for the gift sub. Jack, no more ads for you. No more ads for you for a month at least. Thank you, V-Day. Very much appreciated. All right, Jack, can you hear me now? Lots to do. I feel like I'm gonna end up trying to get to the ship soon because of this lag. There's a lot more things I want to do though. Yeah, I think it's Zamana. A lot of zombies. We could turn the amount of zombies down, save on some slowness, but turn their difficulty up even more or something. I'm not sure. Panic lags, that's one of the things that's on the list, yeah. Yeah. Got those zombies to push them somewhere else. You're back. So Jack, effectively, killing a zombie just respawns it at the border. So a zombie will spawn if it's at 100% threat. It's going to respawn immediately just to replace it. So it's pretty much going to always sit at 500 zombies. So clearing them out can actually be a bad thing because it opens space for more special zombies to spawn. Like right now, predominantly it's just normal zombies out there, but we killed a lot of them. There's a chance that special ones spawn in their place, but effectively teleports them to the edge of the map when you kill them. Way to look at it. Still no gold inside our wall. I don't know how many of these we're going to need for like ship launch times. I'm not sure. Ship launch is going to be really crazy though. We're definitely going to end up having a spitter at the same time. There's other crap going on. Okay, how long until one of the children growing up? 8. This one will be at growth tier at 7 soon. One's almost to 13. Almost. Kind of almost. Alright, getting steel again. Taking forever though. Alright, I didn't trade with the second bulk goods. I also didn't drop this stuff off yet. Plus 62, sure. Now that we're doing really well on food, I think I'm going to switch some of these extras over to drugs. Keep an eye on it. Take a ring, you can fuel around the map and light it. Shelf free card, or is that just way too much work? It'd be a lot of work, and also it would just, the game would auto force rain and put it out pretty quickly. And you can't normally place things at the edge of the map, like the actual edge. So you'd also have to use caravan, cheese, try to drop it, and just wouldn't, not really viable, you know? I might even be laggier with, if somehow you get it to work where there's like a constant ring of fire, which I don't think you could, but maybe with a mod where zombies are constantly spawning and burning over and over. I don't know if that'd be laggier or better or what. Pretty cool though. Even just having one around the base would be really cool, but I'm sure there's a mod for like a fire moat. Be surprised if not. I know there's a mod for moats. Use that mod a long time ago. Long ago. Yeah, it is. Game's chugging, man. Game's chugging. I really haven't gone through that many days on the stream today. We've been here for almost 4 hours, man. It is really tempting to just turn the number down and make them stronger. It's not like the fact that there's 500 out there is making a huge difference at the moment anyway. Might do that. Might do that. We said we're going to make them stronger as the timer progresses, which we have, but I also turn the amount of them down a little. The longer the zombie apocalypse has gone, the less there are, but the stronger they are. Set it to 200 and then like make them faster, for instance. Yeah, I think I might do that. Might change which zombie movie we're watching. Yeah, I think I'll do that when we swap to the next recording. Double doors on air conditioning units. Do you keep the roof open there? Yes. Good. Yeah, so there's 2 reasons for this. I know you didn't ask this in this amount of detail, but there's 2 reasons. One is if raiders get in, they'll actually attack your air conditioning if it's part of a wall. And second, for whatever reason, venting heat in an unroofed door, or into a door really, it doesn't have to be unroofed. You can do this under a mountain, but I just unroof it. I don't know. For whatever reason, it's more efficient than just venting it out into the air normally. So you can actually get more bang for your buck for each cooler that's kind of like this. A little bit cheesy. A little bit cheesy. Scores, you can debug the slowness. That would be cool. You can try to get on the Discord. You can yeah, I can do that. If you want to, that would be the best. If you can remind me. I have a bunch of other stuff I'm doing after the stream today, but if you remind me on Discord, I can just grab it. Yeah. Doors over barricades, yes. It's a door specifically because for heat purposes, doors are kind of their own little miniature room. So what I mean by more efficient, you need less coolers to keep something cold if you vent it in this way. Why? Don't know. Yeah, it causes the heat to like magically instantly disappear. Don't know. That's just RimWorld. It just works. You can even put 4 coolers around the same door. So if you want to get even crazy, more crazy efficient with this, like in the middle of your barracks, you can do like, well, you want the air out. You can do that. You end up doing it with 4 reset it, but 3 words. That's interesting. You only test it for a couple minutes though. But then you can just put it right in the middle if you want. I mean, temperature doesn't work like that in RimWorld. Like, it doesn't matter where you put your coolers or heater. Temperature is like a room stat more than it is. Like the heat doesn't flow out from the heaters, you know, like it would in Oxygen Not Included or something. Do you not need a wall for it? No. There is a cooler that needs a wall, but that's some mod. Can't even remember. Which mod has that? There's some mod that has wall coolers, but no. By default, coolers are literally like a piece of wall. Piece of attackable wall. Room parameters, wall areas count as unroofed rooms. Certain roof versus unroofed. Doors seem to count as outside. I don't think it needs to be unroofed. Because it works under a mountain as well, I'm pretty sure. In essence, a closed door on the heat side of an air conditioner is a portal to another dimension. You know what I haven't tested on? The cool side of it. I don't know that would do anything, but... Or something else, because I've never used the bad hygiene thing, and I've definitely had the mod a long time ago that had the wall ones that are like vents. So there's multiple mods, I guess, that have vents and coolers that become like pieces of the wall, almost like wall lights, but for coolers. Kinda. Actually, they work like this shocker. I don't remember. Why don't I use nutrient paste? I don't want the mood hit. There's no reason for me to. Lily, welcome in. How's it going, Lily? Build over. Like the replace stuff mod or something. Make one door. Go through, flash freeze, killbox. Yeah. Replace stuff, yeah. So that might be the one. I definitely used that a long time ago. Yeah, nutrient paste, unless you are a transhumanist or an ascetic, people will get a mood hit for it from it. I typically just don't use it. Maximum temperature in RimWorld is 1,000 Celsius. 1,000 Celsius. Well, we're finally almost done with the helmets. Actually, I guess we're technically done with them, so we can finally replace some body parts. Let's make Foxfire lung. Foxfire lung, okay. What are these body parts? Right. I remember why we have that. There. Showing a temperature. It's showing the same temperature as outside. You only 6 rice and don't need culinary. Pace is the best. But it's not the best. It's just it's one of the it depends things. You think I mean, we have 27 pawns. Surely we can get 1 cook in 27 pawns. But yes, if you have no cook at all, or don't want to use one, it can be good. If you're transhumanist or if you're all aesthetic, it can be good. If you want to maximize mood, then switching over to even just simple meals is a mood increase. So for me, there's no reason to do it at the moment. I have no need to at this stage of this run to have nutrient paste. The only other benefit of nutrient paste, for anyone that's wondering, is you can make it so that they never eat without a table with nutrient paste, which is kind of nice. The reason why is that they will not, unless you do like some very specific things, they won't take nutrient paste as a meal in their pocket, and so they'll never have a meal on them. So as long as there are enough tables and chairs around the nutrient paste dispenser within 32 tiles, they will never eat without a table because they're always going back and getting their paste and then going within the 32 tiles to eat. So it can be a way to offset eat without a table without having to put tables everywhere, but for me, especially at maxed raid points, I'll just put tables everywhere and we'll just use meals for easy extra mood, easy inspirations, and I mean, we want higher mood when we are out kiting and stuff as well, but room themselves avoids the heat. Old dumped. Just in case that door is held, some temperature and even crazier things happen. Yeah. So for anyone that hasn't seen what Smurf is talking about, there used to be something back in, I think there's maybe some videos still, but back in alpha, beta, maybe even still in 1.0, you can make a room like this. Like, imagine these are the walls, I guess. You know what? Let me just draw it with walls. This hasn't existed in the game in a long time. You can make a room that was like this. And you could even make it crazier, right? So basically you make this around the room. You have openings or whatever, and you could surround it with doors, and then you could super cool this area to where it was like trying to pass the cool temperature from door to door like it was trying to go outside, but it would just get into this cooling loop, and you could super cool rooms with loops of doors, so they're all held open. You can see this exploit. I'm sure you can find old videos for it. Anyway, you could superheat or super cool the room and not even need coolers, like just absolutely freezing and never need coolers or electricity to keep it cold. Have I finished this game on commitment mode? Yes. Like 50 plus times. I don't think I've ever not played on commitment mode. I think my very first run was on commitment mode. I don't think I've ever played on anything else. Yeah. I've beaten the game lots and lots of times, yeah. So to answer your question, yes. Not this week. I did beat it on commitment mode last week. Literally, I did. Actually thinking about it, RNG run. You gonna do a save state run someday? No, I will never do a reloads, yeah. Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi, of course, yeah. Obviously. I don't really care for either of them that much anymore, honestly, but if I had to choose, yeah, that's what I go with. Unsubbed. Inspector R squared. R squared's not here, so I'll just say Inspector. And then if R squared was here, I would say R squared. That's how that kind of thing works. Root beer floats, RC Cola. There are 2 rooms. Siska has their own room. No. But yeah, nutrient paste has its place and its advantages, but for me, it would make no sense to use it right now. One more lung. Pepsi, where's my jet? Yeah, I don't drink either, really. The can has a nitro canister for a float. Make a speed run. Heard the record is 2 days. I don't like RimWorld speedruns. This is not my thing. I've done speedruns of other games, but the RimWorld one is just kind of meh. Start up the game. Immediately travel to the ship. Turn on the reactor. Put it on 3x speed. And then do nothing. Just sit back. So. Kind of funny, though. There is a speed run of RimWorld that was discovered that is scenario, custom scenario. So for anyone that doesn't know, when you go into scenario and you hit edit scenario, there's actually something in there that says you can use a seed. So you can use a seeded scenario. Someone found a seed scenario that starts you, oh my god, that starts you on the final Arconexus map. So you can actually just go to like tribal, hit edit scenario, put in the seed for that tribal seed start or whatever, start on the Arconexus map and just go click the button and end the game in like 9 seconds or whatever it is. So they're always kind of silly. I know a lot of games have that kind of stuff, but oh, your brother died. That's sad. But you want to do drugs. That's maybe not as sad. Maybe not as sad. Challenge styles, fun way. Yeah, we do speed runs like Smurf was talking about for the community challenge. I just did one of those on Sunday where it's you have 10 in-game hours, just whatever the in-game timer says, and you try to get as much wealth as you can in 10 hours. But yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's everyone. High life missing. My brother died. That's sad. New feature. Game takes 5 seconds to finish it. Oh, I have done some speed runs of games. I actually did a speed run of early access Hades. I did quite a bit of those. And I did quite a few speed runs of the first Darkest Dungeon. Both raw time and just how few of in-game weeks you can beat the game in. But for RimWorld, just not, doesn't really interest me too much. Sub 230. No, it's changed a lot since I did it. I was in the lead for Darkest Dungeon for quite a while, and then I stopped doing those because I just got tired of them as well. And then someone found out a way that you load a separate instance of Darkest Dungeon, and it alters the RNG of the first run, the first instance. So these days it's gotten really crazy where you literally have Darkest Dungeon installed through Steam, and then you have a non-Steam one, and you open the non-Steam one, and you share the save file. Then you open the Steam one, and then you run a dungeon, and then you load the other one before you exit the dungeon, and then it's like you didn't run the dungeon, but you still have all the loot from it. And so it's got, I don't know how people find those things out, but it's like the those crazy runs where some of the like cartridge games from back in the day, they're like the data that they save is in the same place as some other feature in another game. And so like to speed run something like, I don't know, a Zelda game or something, you can put in Mario really quick, or put in like a bass fishing and fish in a certain spot, and then without turning it off, put in the other cartridge and it skips a level. It's all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Good resources. Yeah, I actually still have the document in my Dropbox that explains how to do the multi-instance speedrun exploit from Darkest Dungeon. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, and it's cool to see like once, but I prefer generally glitchless any percent for most of the speedruns that I watch. Also, my favorite speedruns are generally platformers. So the competition is who cheats better, yeah. That's also why there's lots of categories these days. Lots of categories. All right. Steel is pretty much wiped out up there. We have scanned some more here. Glitch showcase, it runs or something. Yeah, and I mean, even seeing like the tool-assisted speedruns where they program basically a bot, so to say, to run things can be really crazy. Like, I actually really like watching the tool-assisted speedrun competitions of things like Celeste. Celeste was a really fun playthrough. I really like Celeste. Exclamation Celeste, I believe, is the command if you want to check out my playthrough of Celeste. Watching like tool-assisted, yeah, there's a Celeste now. Tool-assisted speedruns of things like Celeste are really nuts. It's like, oh my god. Cool to see the theoretical limit. Yeah, yeah. Like everything is frame perfect. It's nuts. Jay, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, Jay. And Skik. Thank you for the 6 months also. Thank you, Skik. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, things are crawling, man. Things are crawling. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of the dogs just to maybe up our tick rate. We'll see if the increased zombie thing or the change in the zombie settings fixes it first. We're gonna play Armored Core 6. I have no idea. I don't have any plans at the moment, so at the very least I won't be playing on release. But yeah, past that, we'll see, I guess. How are we doing on steel? Do we got... Okay, we got both of the lungs done. Didn't take too long. So now we're going to start working on some legs. Mechanic leg. 2 until we have X. And I don't know if I want to do that or not. I'll do it. 2 until X. We'll put this like really high for right now. All right, who needed the lungs? It was Kane. Kane needs lungs. Stall. Toxfire left. Toxfire right. Make sure our best doctor is the ones working on that. And we never moved that. I guess that's not in the work zone. Hero, welcome in. It's leg day. Leg day. You know, it's funny because it literally is leg day for me. No. Today's leg day, actually. I switched doing my weights from the morning, so I don't have to get up as early until after dinner. Been much better. Much better. Highly recommend. Doing armchairs. We're maxed on wealth, so I just figured we were like had so much cloth that I just threw them down. So we're capped. We're raid capped anyway. Also doing turrets everywhere, which is not like me, but that's the zombie mod making that happen. Paved tiles, yeah, that was an accident. Don't get used to that one. All the kids are lacking clothes. I am, yeah. I figure if the kids survive long enough to wear adult clothes, then they deserve clothing. Oh yeah. I do stretches and stuff, yeah. The most recent thing I've started adding to my exercise week is the knees over toes guy stuff. So I bought a tibialis bar. I've been doing that. In addition to all the other stuff. We have a health and fitness channel in the Discord too, if anyone's ever curious, and it's you know, just literally for health, so no judgment of anything in there. Good about your head and your shoulders, right? There was those guys, man. Yeah. One of the few people in that kind of field that really feels like he just wants to help people, like he figured out how to help himself, which is really rare in that sort of, like, the fitness and health stuff in general. But and people were asking for me to post a picture of my weight room, which is nothing special, but I did finally do that too. People have been asking that for, like, I don't know, forever. Just learned some science. What kind of science did you learn? Legs. I'm really thinking about trying to get a caravan out. What? Oh no, there's no safe time. Vsauce science. Confusion? What are you confused about? Why'd you take my lungs? They were full of asthma. That's not how asthma works. You're welcome. Sure, in the upper limits of measurable warmth. Ah, yes, good old Corn Dog Willie. Got some interesting stuff, that Corn Dog Willie. Still have a growing zone there, apparently. Oh, that's where we were growing our medicine for a long time. You guys are weapons dealers. Surely you can make it to the base. With minimal zombie bites. I don't think you have anything I'm going to buy anyway. Well, I mean, they usually have a few, like, normal components. We'd buy that, so. Not sure what to write. Thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, right? Thank you for the resub. Also very much appreciated. They might get here eventually, maybe. Maybe. All right, well, whatever. If they do, they do. Construction bot. Come on, Zidian, what's wrong with you? Oh my god, the first leg. You guys are still down here fighting? Cat person before he goes off, see what side clear. Yes, yeah, we did that. We did that a couple times. One time actually ended up going very badly. The horse that we were using got spooked and ran away, got into line of sight of friendly fire, got killed. But yeah, we've done that. And then we kept him out until there was a 0 zombie day and brought him back in. Just future runners, yeah. Yep. We can see their zombie infection all the way from the base, apparently. More turrets, more turrets. Hardly ever hear me say that either. It's a weird one. It's a weird one this run. Sure wish we'd scan some close by steel. Or I mean, gold, so we have plenty of steel. Oh, you could actually probably go out there and trade them. And a fair alpaca flirted with Kaz by describing him as a beautiful sun. Kaz became aroused and agreed. The sun's not the only thing rising, alpaca. Kaz said. Anyway, it worked. That's unfortunate, though. Shit, we're gonna have a mood hit on someone else. All right, let's go trade. Scan steel. How long until some of you guys turn into zombies? It's, you know, or traders on the top of a high wall, like binoculars. Oh, that one just got bit. Oh, that guy's infected for sure. Wait, what's going on, Kane? Why are you... Oh, right. You just had surgery. Please don't blow open our walls. Please. Change beds or affairs. Generally not, no. The two that broke up will, if they broke up completely, stop sharing a bed if there's other option. The new ones usually don't, Oh my god, we're not gonna get to them, are we? Tarzan, run! Nope. Alright, well, whatever. I'll see if they actually broke up. No, they didn't break up either. Kane, we need to, oh, what's going on here? Well, great. Look at that, and one of those rare moments when even the double doors both get blocked. Alright. We'll never do doctoring. Oh, right. It's not in the works then. Is this clear enough out there? Probably. What's going on with that one? What? No. Confused zombie. Do a triple door instead now? Maybe. Someone was already on the pad. Okay. Anyway, Kane, we got to keep converting you. Down at 73. I'm upset, unfortunately. This is considered a dining room. Somewhat impressive dining room. Look at that. Wow. There's only a few corpses, you know? Very exciting. Very exciting. Beautiful, really. I'm starting asking that next time. Would you guys like a seat outside? I don't know. How many corpses are out there? Almost all of them. Almost all of them are outside. That's not what I meant. Smart aleck. Let's just outlaw that just in case. Just in case. In fact, I should probably go take care of this with a small group before it gets out of hand over there and they start beating down the doors, which they will do at night. Statistically, our dining room is nearly corpse-free. Oh crap, I grabbed alpaca. Why do I keep doing that to you, alpaca? I don't know. There's another one that's confused. Interesting. If I can get these runners. It's like one of those weird technically true type things. Like, on average, people have less than 2 legs. What? That's... Oh, yeah, that's technically true. All right, another bionic leg. We're just gonna go down the list. Screw it. You know what? Let's replace people that have movement issues first. Anything cool happen? Not too much, I don't think. Bring out the average of your 3rd leg, though. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I think next recording split will buff zombies again. See what happens. Stop stealing legs from people. People that walk on all 4s have 4 legs. I'm gonna say that doesn't count. Say that one. Have 4 arms. Oh. Have strong 4 arms, that's for sure. Okay. Oh, the shell's getting pretty full there. Pull those shells. Wow, now that we buffed it up to 3 turrets per like exit, it's been a lot more stable as far as just like killing random zombies that are starting to gather. I mean, I could do that over here, but the problem is this is near an edge. So I would need like a wall so it's not just shooting over there all the friggin' time. And to get that done, we'd probably want to wait until a 0 zombie day, which we might not have again for ever. What's I'm looking at the year forecast. None of that goes down to a 0. They require steel to rearm, but they can break down like any other component thing. And if they break down, they need a component. But if it's just reloading them, it's just steel. Mr. McGreg. Yeah. So mainly for hours, just steel, yeah. Anything that uses a component to make that's a structure, on average, will break down once every 5 years, I believe it is. It's either 4 or 5, I can't remember. So you can expect that you need like one component a year for like every 4 component structures you make or something is good. I mean, realistically, you're not going to like plan that off and be like, all right, I need to make sure I maintain this amount, because at that stage you're just making crap loads of components and buying them anyway. But it's kind of a interesting thing. There's a lot of things in RimWorld that have this mean time between stat that affects things like that. So for instance, pyros having their breakdown, gourmands, things with components, and I mean it can happen immediately, right? What? Let's just an average, a mean time between, technically, but you know what? I forgot that baby animals was still named baby animals, not kid animals. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, next leg is ready. So we're just going down the list and seeing who has movement issues and if it's from a leg or not. Okay, like this one. Left leg. All my faults. You'll get way more 0% days. Oh, does that impact the threat forecast as well? Yeah, that'll be interesting. Looking forward to it though, just from the game running faster. And start having some more threats. More impactful and less lag, yeah. I think I'll do a split when we get to the 2-hour mark on this recording and then beef some zombies. When you had 100%, that's how it ended up happening. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. So we're gonna switch it over to fast zombies that gather. It's gonna be kind of scary, but we'll see. Still no. I mean, we can get that gold. I should have just walled that in. I didn't even realize it was that close. We'll do that sometime. You know what? We don't need to do it yet, though. We still have quite a bit of gold from where we bought. Kane, I changed my mind. Stop it. Stop it. I don't go down there a ton. That's fine. Build it up. Building up our reserves. I still do want to put a bridge over all this, though. Oh, some of it's actually deeper than I thought. That's actual deep water there. Oh, so much for drying that up. So much for drying that up. We're also gonna need more stone before super long. Let's just wait on our steel reserves. Get these legs in. All right, who's next on a leg here? Left second toe, you're at a 96. They're at an 80, but that's because of their brain. Can't do anything about that. 93, okay. Right leg. No doctors. Look, there's a doctor up now. So lay down. Who was it? Since you last watched, the zombies come after you if you go outside but not near the zombies. They're attracted, it depends on the zombie, but in general they're attracted to noise. So one of the reasons why we were able to get to where we got in this run, where we lost other ones, is that I stayed on great bows for a really long time because zombies don't come after you for shooting a bow. In fact, we would even the zombie that you hit with the arrow would not aggro. So bows were like super important for us to like get a little bit of progress and build some wall, you know, go out and get a geothermal without approaching them until we got to this critical stage of having so much firepower that it doesn't matter if we attract them to those people. That's going to change when we up the difficulty again. Well, sound is going to attract zombies and they're going to be faster now, so yeah. Things might go to crap really fast, actually, thinking of it. Yeah, we'll see. You're gonna try it though. It goes around with the theme that I said anyway, that they're getting stronger the longer we survive. It makes sense. Gold. Not too far away. Very little gold down there. Very little there too. We should have looked for a harmonizer last time we had a... Well, I don't... Anyway, last time we had a ship trader, we should look for that. That's one of the things I didn't look for, but I don't think we had a exotic goods trader, right? It was bulk goods both times today? I think so. Don't think bulk goods has them. Distract zombies and build on the other side of the map. There's also that thumper I want to try. If the game starts lagging much less once we switch to the zombie mode, I think I will get the Mechanitor stuff, but if not, I just don't know if I want more entities. I do want to try that thumper sometime. What if it also damages... Wait, it uses chem fuel, right? Look at that again. Yeah, it doesn't connect to power. It might be an interesting thing to use to gather up serum. Come to think of it. It only takes steel and chem fuel. Huh. Just have to be really careful about people going over to it. For science, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where's a good place? I think that is a pretty good place. We are making chem fuel, no problem. Yeah. Let's try it. We do offer sleeveless slaves. Generally, if I do a run that has slaves, I give them their own barracks, separate from the other one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna see how this works. It might be something that we don't really use, but I don't want to end the run without having tried this out. Let's gain more golds. Pretty close. And clear a few more of these out. All this gets worked on. Anyone else on their way already? Yeah, Kane's still on their way. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot with chainsaw. Yeah, I have been doing melee though, but I'll have fun with that one. We have used the zombie shocker. Now we gotta use this. Up recently. Pain cleaning dirts. No, you're already... Oh, never mind. I thought I already had all the stuff there, but no. It's almost complete already. No. Almost has enough steel already. Wasters of fortune. All right, so now we need to fill it with chem fuel, I guess. Which chem fuel does this thing take? Set fuel level up to 250. Settings, intensity and interval. Okay. Use on the next DLC. The only thing I know is what they told me earlier this year, that we get new information late fall, early winter. That's still the only thing I know. Late fall, early winter, we will hear something. I don't know if that's changed, but that's the last thing they told me. But I don't know what that something will be. Just that's when they said to expect something. So. So we're gonna need more chem fuel. I guess we'll keep a little bit more than. Range. Well, first I'm gonna just see how it acts. Yeah. Our devs. Yeah, I have a whole video. I have a YouTube video about the multiplayer thing. There's more behind it than that too. Yeah. It's a very short video, but if you go to YouTube and look for my RimWorld multiplayer video, for the video, I don't think I have an exact link. Check really quick. Oh, you already found it. Yeah. There's another little piece of information. World is unrealistic. No ammo. No need for water. No children. No third dimension. So obviously it's gonna be RimWorld 3D. That's what I was saying earlier. That's probably gonna be something that I said they wouldn't do. So, because I remember, like, right before biotech, I even said, it's really crazy, someone went back and time-stamped it, but I actually said the words biotech as a possibility for an expansion name way before it was announced. But I also said that they would probably never add children to the game. It's like, I can't imagine them adding children to the game. And the very next expansion, they added it. So that's why earlier I was like, I can't imagine them announcing RimWorld 2. Which I'm sure it's not going to happen, but thank you, Accord. Yeah, it's all speculation, of course, but you don't want. So you want tens of thousands or more people to not have a new DLC because you don't want to spend money on a new one, or can't spend money on a new one. No RimWorld. No RimWorlds. Please. You know, this is probably enough fuel to test it. All right. Let's clear the work space from this side for now. See what happens here. In fact, I'm going to clear it from this entire area. All right, let them get out. I like 13 by X exterior. You can actually go one higher. You can go 14 by X, but I like 13 by X exterior walls. That'll hold up a roof. And it will, it'll have a center point, and you can fit, like, the length of 2 research benches or fabrication benches around the doors without it being uneven. Yeah, you can technically go 14 by X. So the answer is 7. The answer is 7, by the way. It's a long way to say 7. 7 tiles from support. Normally, you can actually cheese it. All right, so let's see, settings. So intensity. Oh, the intensity just makes it much further reach. Interesting. And the interval, 25 times per hour. Okay. That's 1 time per hour. That's interesting. It also says it damages structures, though. Let's take a look at what that's like. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm testing, yeah. They're not... Yeah, there's currently 500 zombies. And yes, there are also waves of zombies as well, yep. Yeah, I'm curious if this damages the stuff or not. It does, yeah, look at that. Each hit does 1 HP. Including to the turret. Okay. Interesting. Let's... How large can this radius get? That is pretty large. Siege weapon, yeah. So you can gather like that entire corner with it. Do one pulse at 100%. Yeah, so it makes... Oh. It's gonna group zombies around it. And then we could do things like... Go out, cull the zombies. Get serum. Yeah, I'm not sure with our setup how useful this one's gonna be for us, but... It'd be a semi-automated way to get some serum, you know? Worm grunting for zombies, yeah. Let's see. Is that what ended up happening? It kind of looked like it, right? Did I accidentally let it hit once? Yeah, I think, well, I don't know, because these aren't all damaged. The geothermals... It's off. But I think this still took damage. Hang on, is it doing it even when it's supposed to be off? But it's just not making the noise? I think that's what's happening. I don't know if Brains is still here. Oh. Maybe? It's definitely attracting that even though it hasn't made a noise. Let's keep an eye on something's HP. This is actually taken... I'm pretty sure it pulled those. We can, I guess we can test it by just Oh, you can't move it. I'd have to build another one to test it. I guess we could do that. It's just steel, right? Could have been a coincidence, but it seems kind of odd. The Thumper is losing HP because the turrets are hitting it. Yeah, I'm curious if it pulled once without doing the sound. Like, it does seem weird that it's suddenly having zombies that usually don't come to the base. As soon as they're in that radius. Look, there goes another one. I guess the only way to test it, though, is to build another one somewhere else and see pulls like all these without it being on. We'll test it. We'll do one more test. Let's do one like way down here. Ashes, that is design. Okay. Test it with the shocker. It's going to damage the shocker. It would have to be a room. So we'd have to repair it all the time. But it would be an interesting thing to see either way. So you'd have to make a room around it, have a shocker connected to batteries, and the thumper would damage all that stuff at the same time. Yeah, I don't know that that's worth it. Yeah, so maybe it was just a residual. Delays a tracking grid update, and that vanishes over time. The fact between thumps is therefore than just the sound. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So it means that the tracking grid was still dissipating even though I had turned it off and changed the settings. And so like the residual sound from it was bringing things. Okay. Spitter. Another calm one. Lucky for us. Once again, take combat command. We've only had spitters today. Or I mean, only calm spitters today. Going after spitters is gonna be harder when we buff the zombies also, of course. Like imagine if all these are running at super speed to us. Several explosive zombies in there. Yeah, I know you're upset. I know you're upset. Lucky day, yeah. All calm today. I think we've had 4 or 5 spitters and they were all calm today. Travel through to get to the thumper and put the shocker there so it's not in the damage area. Do they only hear it within the circle though? Because if so, it's going to damage no matter what. Unless you make a wall around the entire circle. But then the zombies would already be in that circle anyway. Did it do anything? No, we killed it before it did anything because it entered the map calm. So they can be aggressive or they can be calm. Calm ones enter the map and don't immediately start shooting. Aggressive ones, on the other hand, immediately start launching stuff at you. There's a breacher zombie we gotta go take care of over here. Starting to gather up. Your break. All right, we'll go back home, Jim. Don't help us stop the zombies. I'll do it tomorrow, honest. Yeah, the thing about the thumper is that it damages the walls. So even if we put it in somewhere to force them, we'd have to repair the walls nonstop. So having these up would be... I think the air spell is off with radius as well. I think one of the things that you could use it for is to actually have safer caravanning. Like if we put several of these in like the corners, for instance, and congregated the zombies there, we would have safer routes off the map for... But as far as like setting up an actual area that combines this and the zombie shocker, we'd be repairing the zombie. We'd take a lot of batteries and we'd have to repair the zombie shocker and walls like all the time. Guys, I don't feel like shooting at zombies right now. Maybe later. It also help to make them not maybe congregate on the doors. Yeah, we'll play around with it some more. All right. That's why I'm thinking that's probably best use case scenario for us would probably be to help with setting up caravan stuff, but streamers really enjoying this one. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know. It's still funny to me that someone came in earlier, hadn't been to the stream before. Which I mean, you know, what would you? There's no way they could know. I don't know if they're still here. And was like, why do you play with mods? Why are you using mods? Caught as gold, yeah. To me, of all people, yeah. All right, so we got more legs. Okay, I think we're just gonna go down the list now. Music's stopping like that when I zoom in because someone's playing the harp. Oh, doctor. Freaking operation. Filthy casual. Just a question. I know, yeah, it's nothing against you. Nothing against you. Like I said, it was just, I'm glad you're still around. And nothing negative about mentioning it at all. It was just, it was funny to me because I've gotten asked the opposite almost every stream for like 5 years, you know? So to have that question is funny. Double bionic legs necessary. I mean, you do get a bonus. You get a bigger speed boost from it, but it's not as big of an upgrade as going from 1 or from 0 to 1. And part of it's because of you just need it. I mean, faster the better. But part of it is for kiting, you just want to be faster than some of the things that are going to be chasing you, and 1 is enough to do that. So 2 is better, but it's not as big of an increase as going from 0 bionics to 1. Kind of the same thing with bionic eyes, like getting a bionic eye to help with sight, shooting, etc. is good. And 2 is better, of course, but it's still, you're going to get more benefit out of the first. All right, I'm going to take this lull here and finally go use the restroom. So, guys, don't let an aggressive spitter spawn while I'm in the restroom, if you would. Okay? If you do, just have Kin eat it. All right? I'll be right back. You guys know what to do. Just send Kin. It'll be fine. You know what? Yeah, we're fine. All right. Great. Good job. How many spitters did you guys kill? Did you feed them to kin? Feed them to kin? A paranoia. 37 months, all 15. Hold out in some ways. Yeah. A paranoia. 37 months. It's a long time. It's a long time. Long time. All right. Patient waiting medical procedure. All right. Go, Ken, go. I was lurking, had you playing in the background, heard silence a little. Playing on the vampire? I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those weird moral dilemmas here with this kind of run. Honestly, I'll probably just repair his heart and we'll take him as well. Everyone joins their ideology. God, yeah, I hope not. Hope not. What are you doing out there? Repairing something? Yep. Okay. Certainly feels like forever. Fed a naked child to zombies is having a moral dilemma over the treatment of a vampire. That's right. Fed them, yeah. Make it sound like I literally like dangled them over the wall or something. Didn't you? No, I just said the kid could go nature running if he wanted to. And I said, you can only run within this square. Just this square. Just do not go outside the square. And what did the kid do? Blatant and obvious lies, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this recording, and I'm gonna do the split part of the stream. So let me do this before anything else happens. The stream is not gonna end though. I'll be going for probably another 2 hours. I did feed a child to a tree demon, and that's what I would like to talk to you about now, actually. And then it'll be time to pump up those zombies. It's gonna be interesting. We might lose after this these couple days of like the game running slow and slowly building up because of it. We might switch the settings over to like the really strong zombies and literally just lose after all of that. But oh well. It's one of the risks that we take with every run. All right. In the recording.